Hello, hello, I'm Ghost. I'm your host. My editor. He's compiled a list for me. Would you like to explain the list? Or do you want me to? Go ahead.
Okay, so here's what we got here.
Slightly tilted.
Okay, so here's...
Don't turn your entire body.
Okay, so here's what we got here. We got 10 kills from 10 different horror movies, and he's gonna be ranking them blindly. So basically, if he says, oh, that kill is number 8, that number 8's not available anymore, and he doesn't know what's next. And to help the ratings, we are going to introduce you to the world's greatest invention, Michael spelled wrong! With Michael spelled wrong, you can now taste regret. That's it.
I'm ready for the first kill. Alright, so personally, if I do say so myself, that's a pretty solid kill. But unfortunately, I feel like it's shockingly mild considering the concept. Cool concept, mediocre execution is really the best way to sum up that kill. Could use a little more blood, maybe, I don't know. I feel like it could have been a little bit more interesting, I guess. But I give it points for creativity. So I'm gonna put it at a solid 7. I know it's on the lower side, but it's okay. Alright, so, I haven't said this on the channel before, but Ichi the Killer is tied with Ponyo for being my favorite movie, period. It depends on the day which one I prefer. And, you know, I really do love Ichi. It's wonderfully stylized, unhinged, hyper-gory. It feels like it was made for me. It's perfect in every way to my head, except for maybe some of the kills could have been done with practical effects, but, I really love this movie, and it has a lot of good kills. Unfortunately, that one isn't real. It's basically Kakihara's fantasy / the afterlife after he shoves his big long needle weapons in his ears and kills himself and falls backward over the edge or whatever. That being said, the actual scene is pretty fun. It definitely has some of that style and weirdness that I love from not only Ichi, but just Miike as a director. Hey, it's almost like I'm gonna make a video on that at some point. But, overall, it's solid, but again, it's nothing absolutely mind-blowing. It's definitely not the best kill in the movie, so I'm feeling a number 5 or 6. I'm gonna put it at 5.
Be taken from you, just like it was from me. I've done everything but you. It'll be our secret.
Alright, shockingly enough, I really like that kill. People's heads popping in horror movies, highly recommend. If you're trying to make a horror movie, that's always a winner type kill, you know what I'm saying? It's fun, it's bloody, the music is very fitting for the scene, and it gives you this sense of victory as, you know, the final girl kills that old bitch. And it's just a really, really good scene. It's very satisfying to watch, especially with the entire context of the full movie, which if you haven't seen, I recommend. So, I believe that the killing of Pearl in X is... I'm gonna give it number 4, honestly. That might be a little generous. I don't know what you have for me, but I feel like it's a solid kill.
flickered friend, a fighting chance he never had. So, you will fight me, Mr. Walrus, or you will die! Either you go full walrus, or this. What? So help mine! It is accomplished. You are my Mr. Tusk.
Alright, so I feel like context is needed to that kill. Because I feel like out of context, it's just so weird. And it's not much less weird with the context, but essentially in Tusk, why does he visit? I watched this like 2 years ago. It's been a while.
He needed a place to stay, I think.
Alright, he needed a place to stay, something like that. But basically he meets this guy who, drugs him and tries turning him into a walrus. It's essentially like almost a brother film in spirit to Human Centipede. And this movie is awful. I mean, it's so bad. But it, A, is really funny, and B, honestly has some good moments, and I think that kill is one of them. So basically, the guy wants to turn the other guy into a walrus because he killed his walrus friend when he was lost at sea named Mr. Tusk, and blah blah blah. And he's done it a bunch of times, but this is the only one that wins, and so Howard, that's his name. Howard's death here is just super satisfying, really funny. One of the moments where the movie's trying to be funny and actually is. Most of the funny moments, it's trying to be serious.
Johnny Depp just coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, Johnny Depp being there for no reason. Like, why was he cast in this movie? Honestly, I love that kill. It's fun, it's random, it's bizarre. Fuck it, we're giving it number 2.
Georgie. What a nice boat. Do you want it back? Georgie, meet Pennywise. Now we aren't strangers, are we?
I should get going now.
Oh. Without your boat? You don't want to lose it, Georgie. Bill's gonna kill you.
So honestly, I actually really like the 2017 It movie, even though it's kind of bad. I also really love it, and I think that it's a pretty well shot movie, and Skarsgård is a really good Pennywise. And this kill, even though it makes no sense that Georgie would trust the Victorian-era clown in the sewers, is actually a really just solid kill, to be honest. It's just, I don't really have any complaints. It's just a well-shot kill. Skarsgård performs extremely well, and honestly, whoever's playing Georgie, put the name on screen of the character. But he does shockingly good for a child actor. And the fact that we actually see his arm torn off and stuff, they didn't really pussy out that much with this kill, which is shocking for such a mainstream horror movie. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's stellar. I think it's going to end up having to be at 6, so...
joint. Get out of here now, please. Now.
Hey, you forgot the power glove. Ow! Boing, boing, boing.
Be like me, be like me, be like me, be like me. Spencer!
What do you know? I beat my high score.
So that kill's awful. Like, so abysmal. You forgot the power glove. It's just really funny, though, and really dumb. I would love to put it higher than I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna end up putting it at... That's hard. That's really hard, because it's really funny, and I don't want to put it at, like, 9 or 10, but also the kill sucks. I guess I'm gonna put it at 9. I feel like you're definitely gonna give me something that's significantly worse than that. Alright, so Krusty's suicide from Penance is really effective for what it is. I mean, I know that I tend to lean toward really bizarre or especially brutal kills, but it's just dark and gritty and kind of real. Now, one thing that's always bothered me is that it's super hard to choke yourself to death with your bare hands. Usually you just choke yourself to be unconscious and then, you know, you're not dead. It's a possibility, like it's totally possible, but it's very difficult. It's effective, but the thing is that, considering that the only higher end spots I have left are 3 and 1, I don't think it deserves that. I really like how effective it is, but I just don't think it deserves it that high. It's gonna go at 8 though.
I love you, John.
The 15-minute burying alive barrel scene from Megan is Missing is awful. It has no reason to be 15 minutes. Cool in concept, you know, just the entire scene being them pleading for their life. It's interesting, it's cool. Oh my god, 15 minutes? Your movie's like 80 minutes or whatever the hell. Put on the actual time.
Yeah.
And 15 minutes of your movie is that? No, 10. I'm so glad I left 10 open.
Trust me. Oh. Let her go. No. I'll stay with you forever. Take me instead.
So Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey is certainly a movie. I don't hate it as much as everyone else does, I think, because it's like one of like the 10 lowest rated movies on Letterboxd. I think it's like the second lowest rated or something. And no, it's not that bad. It's bad, but it's still fun. As far as that scene goes, it's awful. The acting's terrible, the interaction's super cliche. It's lame as shit, but hearing Pooh utter the words, "you left," and then slitting the girl's throat is still pretty funny. Now, I only have 2 slots, and I understand that I have made a horrible flaw of leaving number 1 until the final 2 clips, but that's not getting number 1. I can't. It's just a throat slit with bad acting. So I guess it gets number 3.
shit. Motherfucker.
So I want to be mad that that's my number one, but I honestly can't be. I feel like that was fate. I mean, it's one of the most famously terrible kills in horror movie history, and I love it for that. That's my number one, apparently. I'll have the actual my ranking put up here, not on the whiteboard, so it's easier to see. But this is my final ranking, and then I'll also have what I'd actually rank if I was allowed to change things around, put up right after that. It could have been a lot worse of a ranking. It could have been a lot better too, but it was fun, and I hope it was fun for you too. I enjoyed doing this. It was very goofy and stupid, but yeah, and shout out to my editor for getting a pretty good assortment of kills, honestly. A nice range from, you know, like the effed up movie type stuff with Krusty, or Kageara vs. Ichi, which you can find on Tubi. Don't pirate that movie, it's worth it. And you can buy a DVD of August Underground's Pants, also a really good movie, worth it. He has a channel too. He sucks, but he needs love. He's an orphan. Thanks for chilling. I hope you had fun. Now I'm gonna leave. Bye.